at the warming center at night are going to be there during the day. But now the city is requiring those people who are going to be at the warming center to leave and go out into the cold night every day. That makes everything worse. It doesn't make public issues with homelessness any better, and it makes the homeless themselves much worse off. That's irrational. We're going to explain that to the judge.
So just specifically, what like a specific time will those people not be allowed to stay at the shelter? Is it from like 9 p.m. to like 9 a.m.? So like what time?
Right now it's evolving, but the warming center reopened last week from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. And so, for example, this last Monday when it was rainy and in the 40s at 7 p.m., instead of 35 homeless people sleeping in those beds, the warming center sent them out into the cold, wet night. That makes no sense. Can I say that again? Maybe the sound didn't catch up. So the warming center is open now from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. And this past Monday, when it was in the 40s and raining, the warming center had to send 35 people out into the cold, wet night instead of letting them sleep in warm, safe beds. That makes no sense. All right, we have to get inside. No control. The warming center promised that it would be a good neighbor by taking care of its property and making sure that homeless people on its property aren't causing problems. And if anyone has told the warming center that there is a problem in the neighborhood, the warming center takes the action that it can. Whatever the problems with public homelessness there are, the solution is not to violate the constitutional rights of the warming center. And we're going to make that point emphatically to the judge today. My name is Jeff Rose, Jeffrowes, and I'm a senior attorney with the Institute for Justice. I'm here this morning with my co-counsels, Christy Hebert of the Institute for Justice and David Noble of Crowley Fleck here in Montana, and our clients from the warming center, Tanya and Luke Pepper. Today's hearing boils down to one simple question. Should the warming center have to kick people out every night at 7 p.m. into cold Montana nights while this case is pending? The warming center has asked the judge to allow it to fill its beds every night so that the homeless can be safe and warm instead of on the streets while the judge decides this important constitutional case. Today, the judge will hear testimony from Warming Center Director Tanya Horn and from the city's witnesses, Mayor Johnson and the police chief. The warming center has asked the court to issue a preliminary injunction stopping the city from enforcing the revocation of the warming center's permit while this case goes on. That will allow the warming center to take care of the homeless every night this winter. We're happy to take some quick questions before we go in.
Sure. To start, do you expect a decision on the order to be reached today?
It's unlikely the court will issue an order today. It's possible, but in a preliminary injunction, the court will almost certainly want to issue a written opinion. We think the judge is very engaged on this, and so we expect the opinion probably to come out next week, but today probably not.